southern city of Madurai, today is the festival of Meenakshi, Hindu goddess of fertility. Madurai is known for its many temples and its worship of Hindu goddesses. But this city and its district harbours a far more sinister custom: female infanticide. On the outskirts of the city, I've come to meet Parvati. Desperately poor, she passes her time caring for her sister's son. She no longer has children of her own. Parvati says her husband killed her baby daughter because they would never be able to afford to pay the girl's marriage dowry. Her second child was also a girl. But Parvati tells me she only had her baby for 40 days. The villagers say Parvati has lost her mind because of the ordeal. Parvati is one of many women suffering in this region. Social and financial pressures mean some mothers feel they have little choice but to abort, abandon, or kill their children. But there's hope in this bleak picture. This is the Madurai Mercy Home for abandoned children. The volunteers who work here are determined that despite their rough start in life, the children will have a future.
So sweet. All they need is attention most of the time, you know? Somebody to hold up.
Jesse and Susanna moved from the US to volunteer in the Mercy Home.
They've been found on the side of the road, left in bus stands, left in taxis, hospitals. Amazing.
Jessie says the mother of an unwanted girl child is as much the victim as the baby.
More cases than not that we've seen, when the mother surrenders her child, it's in tears. It's with tears, and it's not an easy thing to do. I don't think any mother wants to get rid of her child. But the pressure, like we've had mothers that bring the babies to us and abandon them and say, please take my child. If I go back to my village today, the baby will be dead tomorrow because someone will kill the baby.
The Mercy Home's outreach program has been trying to educate locals about the importance of not taking a baby's life, instead surrendering them to the home for adoption.
About 2 months ago, one little baby boy was found in a gutter, just completely newborn.
He has gone for adoption.
Oh, already. Okay. So when it's a boy found like that, you can pretty much be sure it's an unwed mother.
End result is very fulfilling. To see these babies go to nice families. They come back 3 or 4 months, 6 months, a year later. They're healthy, well-dressed, they're speaking English and Tamil, usually bilingual, starting school. Parents love them.
But Susanna and Jessie are struggling against deeply ingrained attitudes.
It's mostly economic, but it's part of the cultural tradition of India to prefer a male. So, for example, in the cities, you might not have a problem with infanticide, but then you might have problems with feticide. Even amongst the wealthy that are educated, who are supposed to know better, they will still prefer a male.
Feticide means terminating a pregnancy based on gender. Scans to determine the sex of your unborn child are illegal in India, but the practice continues.
It just takes a little money under the table or some corrupt people who are willing to tell the sex of the child.
She's like 20 years old now.
Susanna tells me that some of the handicapped babies in the Mercy Home are children born from failed abortion attempts.
They will try different things that, they were explaining to us about, maybe drinking strong tea on an empty stomach or taking this or that or starving themselves, whatever, to try and abort an unwanted female fetus. Now, if that attempt fails, sometimes the only result is you get a handicapped child, which is very sad. You're a lovely girl, aren't you, Suleika?
This is 3-year-old Suleika. She was born without a right femur.
Well, she's been here since she was a baby. Good girl! Oh, she doesn't want to wait.
Susanna and Jessie tell me that some of the disabilities these children have could also be the result of inbreeding. Around the corner from the Mercy Home, I meet Amrita. In order to save paying a hefty dowry, Amrita says she had little choice but to arrange for her brother to marry her 15-year-old daughter. Amrita says education and the law is starting to have an effect on the rate of female infanticide. I've come to visit this community on the outskirts of Madurai. The Mercy Home says it has a reputation for female infanticide. But even here, the message of sparing the girl child seems to be getting through.
அதெல்லாம் இருக்கு. அது என்னடாக்கா அவங்களுக்கு ரொம்ப முடியல, காசுக்கு கஷ்டம், வரதட்சணை கேட்பாங்க, இப்படியெல்லாம் கொடுமை பண்ணுவாங்க. அந்த பெண் குழந்தைய வச்சு நம்ம எத்தனை காசு பணம் சம்பாதிக்கிறது, இப்படியெல்லாம் கேட்டு வரும்போது நம்மளுக்கு எத்தனையோ இந்த இதெல்லாம் கேட்டு நம்ம சாகமுன்னா இதுகளை ஒன்றாலும் அப்படி கொண்டு போய் விட்டுருவோம்னு கொண்டு போய் அந்த மடத்துக்குள்ள விடுறாங்க.
Back at the Madurai Mercy Home, Jessie and Susanna know there is no quick fix to this complex infanticide problem. But they're determined to continue their good work.
How peaceful is that? Maybe this baby will become something great, or maybe this person will just have a normal life. And how can you say to any baby that you can't live?